Hey y'all, Dina from the Fruitful Fig. I was going to show you some of the plants that I got planted. So, I did tray 5, 6, and 7 last night. I also wanted to show you these. So these are completely dry. You can hear it. I can pick them up, sit them back down, all that. These are wet. You fill the water up in the bottom and it just soaks it right up. So if you can see, some of these are a little bit dark right through here. I poured just water in this channel. I didn't pour any in this one, and I didn't scoot them together either like they're supposed to be. When Eugene spaced them, he didn't leave enough space between them, so the water don't run between them real good. But this one here is a little better. Let me show you. See if I can pour this. So put water in there. Watch how fast it soaks it up. And as soon as it's done soaking it up and it's the color of this, then it'll be ready to plant in. I'll probably have to add water a couple of times. Look at that. Can you see that? How it just sucked that up so fast? You see this one here, the water runs around it better. That one there was slightly off the way it was set. But you see how fast this soaks up? I just fill it to around halfway, or let that water on again. Pour some more. Probably takes around, I don't know, I'd say a couple of cups to get them wet the first time. Like if you let them dehydrate like this. It'll take a couple of cups, probably 2-3 cups. But can you see how moist they have gotten? Not all of them. See, there's a few that are still soaking in the water. While this water here is soaking up, let's look up here at these plants on top. I've got 7 trays. Well, 8 trays if you count these tomato plants right here. These are the ones that I saved from a store-bought vine-wrapped tomato that tasted really good. And I didn't mean to sprout them. I was fermenting them to save the seeds, and I forgot about them, and they started sprouting, so I just planted them. So I got 31 of those. I've got some loofah, and the rest of that, they haven't came up yet. And then originally when I sowed these seeds, I did not cover them with any soil. I just put them in there and that was it. Well, let's see if I can show you these back here. These are my perennials, and you can see they're really densely seeded. But the way the plants come up on these was okay, but these tomatoes, they really wouldn't. Scoot back out. But now, I pushed them down in there, added a little bit more soil to them. And if you can see how there's kind of like a little dab on top of soil that's softened in. I went ahead and covered everything because the germination rate, if you can tell on these tomatoes, is not super amazing. Those there, I can't believe how many tomatoes I got out of those. So if you see down here, this here is ready to be planted in. There's still a little bit of water in there, but it'll continue to soak it up. And then as I sit my seeds on there, I'll fill up this whole tray of seeds, and then I'll take my butter knife and my soil and just put a little dab on there and tap it, flatten it out, cover them up. Maybe you can see on these how I did that. I just did these last night. Fixing to wet that other tray back there too. And then I'll have these 2 trays to plant. There is 20 in each one of these little blocks. And there's 9 blocks. So there's 180 plants on this, I don't know, 10 by 13 tray, I think is what it is. But I think I like these as long as I cover the seeds. I'll let you know 100% at the end of the growing season, but I'm pretty sure that I do like these here. It took a little learning curve because some people said that you didn't have to cover the seeds, but I think that you do. For me, I think it's a better solution, because usually my seeds germinate a lot faster, and they have not germinated that fast. So I'm guessing it's because the seed was not covered, so there was no extra moisture on the top. But let me tell you what I got planted so far. Let me get my book here open. Hard to do one-handed. Alright, tray 1. Peacevine cherry, pineapple, Cherokee purple, bicolor cherry, Arkansas traveler, Japanese black trifle. Those are all tomatoes. Tray 2. And that's how many I sowed of each one of them out to the right there. And I started them on February the 22nd. So, February 22nd, and that is this one. Today is April 2nd, so that can't be right. 223. I guess it is 223. Goodness. Germination has been really crappy on these. I didn't realize how bad. I covered up some more seeds, so hopefully they'll germinate, because you can see not many have germinated. Alright. Then tray 2, Carlo Wonder, Yellow Wonder Sweet, Poblano, Purple Beauty Sweet, Fresno Chili Hot, Anaheim Hot, Greek Peppercini, Elephant Trunk, and Big Jim Numex. And let's see, that's tray 2. Let me get my little stool here. It's up higher than I can reach. And this is tray 2. None of them have sprouted. But I seen a few yesterday with a little root trying when I covered them up that was trying to start. So I'm thinking now that I've covered them up that they're going to be better. Let's see here. We got tray 3. Okay, so 323. That's what this is. So that's when I started those, not 222. It'd be 322. I'll have to fix that. So tray 3, these are all peppers. Muraski Purple Sweet, Lilac Bell Sweet, Red Cherry Sweet, Chicken Heart Hot, Tam Jalapeno, Tangerine Pimento, Cayenne Long Slim, Redheaded Stepchild Hot, and Jimmy Nordello Sweet. None of those have coming up either. I think that's tray 6. Tray 1, tray 3. Yeah, none of them have come up yet either. Okay, tray 4 is that one in the back, the perennials that I showed you. And this is what I've got in it. Love Lies Bleeding Amaranth. These are all perennials, if I didn't say that. Lavender, Augustifolia, German Thyme, Catnip, Summertime, White Yarrow, White Sage, Golden Yarrow, and Marshmallow. And those are densely seeded. Let me get back up here and I'll show you. You can see how, here, let's see. Tray 4, this is where number 1 is, the amaranth. There's 2, not much germination. There's 3, it's got a little germination all over. This is 4, none that I can see. Oh, there it is. None that I can see in that one. This one's got some. And then that one's doing pretty good. This one is 7, 8, and 9. So there's some germination up there. Sorry, my finger keeps going in there. I got my thing turned the wrong way. Alright, so that was tray 4. Tray 5 I did last night. And I planted a garden leader monster tomato. I planted 100 of them. And I planted 80 Oregon spring tomatoes on that same tray. And then on tray 6, I planted 30 more Oregon spring tomatoes. And then, so 110 total. 18 Jet Set Sweet Pea Knee-High flowers. 18 of them. Mini Sweet Pepper Mixed Colors. I planted 120 of them. And then, I think I did. Yep, one more. So, tray 7. This is mostly basil. I love basil. I like eating it just straight out of the garden. I cook with it some, but I'd rather eat it fresh more than anything. But these are the kinds I did. Mammoth basil, red Reuben basil, dark opal basil, sweet Thai basil, cinnamon basil, cinnamon basil. I did 40 of those. Those have really pretty flowers on them also. So they look good in bouquets and stuff. And they smell good. Russian tarragon, lemongrass, and Shasta daisy, Alaska. So 180 plants there on tray 7. Which is right there. So, I got several things planted. I'm thinking I want to plant, I need to plant my squashes and my kale. I've got to find it. And there's probably like, I don't know, 5 or 6 other things that I still want to plant. I don't know if I got enough or not. So I counted it up last night without these 2 trays, with just those 7, not including those tomatoes or loofah up there. That was 1,002 plants. So back there I got 32 more, so I got 1,034 plants planted without these 2. This is my strawberry. So I bought this last year on clearance, like end of the season, and it was already cold, getting cold out, and I was afraid to plant it because I wasn't really sure where I wanted to plant it, and I didn't want it to die, so I just left it in the house. This is let me turn this around. All-Star, I think. All-Star strawberry. So all this is new growth here in the middle. That leaf wasn't even there yesterday. That leaf just was starting, like that red was there, but none of that green. So, let me show you my setup. Let me see if I can back up here without tripping over some toys or something. So this is one shelf here. He's got to fix my light because currently this one is not adjustable. He stole my other lights that usually go in here for the shop in the office. Watch how fast it soaks this water in. If you look right there, you can see the water level. Can you see it moving down there? That was the third time that I filled that channel up with water. That one took a little bit longer to soak up, but you can see how it just wicks it right up. See, it's still pulling that water in. Yeah. So less than 2 minutes, it just soaked it up, and look, it's still not all the way hydrated. Throw some more water in there. Let's see. I usually just fill it up where it's somewhere around half. It migrates over here. It takes a minute. It's a little slow getting over there, but it'll get over there and get those. Once these are all soaked up, it'll just keep running until something else ain't soaked up. And then these will be all soaked. Once I get this one good and wet, I'll take my butter knife and move the spaces just a little bit. There we go. Now that side will do better. So it'll be some more space like this one. Then the water will run around those cubes better. See, like these, water runs around these nicely too. Alright, so my camera cut off, so I'm going to try this again. This is my setup. He stole my lights for the shop in the off season, but he says he's going to give them back, because I told him this one's probably not going to work, because there's not going to be enough down here. But seedlings, like when you're starting them like this, they don't really need a lot. Them do, but they're getting plenty. And this one down here is alright. It's a good light, but it needs to be adjustable. So he needs to put my little chains back in. He must have needed the chain for something, because last year this one was on chains all the way across and it was adjustable. So I don't know what he done to it, but that's gonna have to be fixed. Fixing to get these here planted. I'm excited to see how well they do being covered up. This is my tray of basil. I'm excited about all the different varieties that I got. And I'm excited about this strawberry. I've never had luck with strawberries. I've always killed them. I think I planted them too deep. But I saw a video that said it would be better for some of the roots to be showing than to plant them too deep. So when I replanted that one, I planted it kind of a little proud, you know, not too deep, and it started flourishing. because I just put it in this pot. It was in a, I don't know, a smaller pot than that one. So that's fresh soil and all that. So now it's thriving. It's in here under the light now. It was in the kitchen window, which doesn't get direct sunlight. It's just indirect. So all winter it's just been kind of hanging out. Now that I gave it some light, it's starting to grow. It's starting to get ready. And those tomato plants, like, they're just loving life. They're going to be so strong, I tell you what. I don't know if y'all use a fan. I got these super cheap, like $5. Clearance, Walmart. I bought several of them. We were going to use them in our bus build. For now, though, the bus build is on hold. Not sure if we're going to do that or not. Kind of thinking about selling the buses. If somebody offered me enough for them, I would sell them. Maybe we'll get around to listing them, but listing stuff is not on our to-do list. See if you can see those.